Good morning, Plum here, playing World of Tanks, and it's another replay, and this is thekevis. Sent this to me a few weeks ago, just got around to taking a look at it, and it's a good match. He's in his ISU-152, Tier 8 Russian tank destroyer. He has got the BL-10 gun slapped on the front of its face, and what a gun it is. I think we're all fully aware of that gun's capabilities. It can whack down a good 750 damage on average, and it does so often. Now, he's got a bit of a struggle on his hands for the first couple of minutes. You know those kind of games where you sit and you wait and just nothing, there's nothing to shoot at. That's going to happen to thekevis for the first couple of moments of this match, but only 2.5 minutes, and then things start to happen. So just bear with him while he gets his tank into position, has a little altercation with the M103, 1 or 2 pot shots, and then things can finally start to get moving. I just watched a documentary on the ISU-152, or more probably it was the SU-152, and very interesting it was too. I might well put a link to that in the description below. It's a Russian-made documentary, as you'd expect, about one of their beloved machines. And the SU-152 was hurried out in production to meet the German advance during World War II, and very successful it was too at penetrating the Tigers and the Panthers from long distance. They even gave it a nickname. They called it Zveroboy, which means animal hunter, because it was hunting tigers and panthers. A very appropriate name. And the name just got handed over to the ISU-152 when it went into production shortly thereafter. The ISU-152 was based on the IS chassis. I guess that's why they put the I in front of the SU. I could be completely wrong about that, I don't know. Whereas the SU-152 was based on the KV-1S chassis. So a lot of improvements to the ISU-152 for the crew and so forth. Better ventilation. This is all in a real tank, by the way. Not in the game tank, and much better control with the IS chassis. So yeah, he's got nothing to shoot at here. He's just struggling to actually find a target that he can actually put this gun to work on. Right now there's not a lot else he can do. There's not much point going over there because half his team is over there already pounding the enemy. But hello, a Frenchman turns up. Obviously he lights him up. And now he's got to deal with this side of the map, and now we can start to do some damage. AMXs do what AMXs do. They sort of drift around and they light you up for their friends. What's that? E75, probably the most dangerous tank on the enemy team. Wasn't fully aimed, but it was well worth taking that shot. 684 damage. I don't suppose you're likely to roll as high when you're shooting a Tier 9 heavy tank with that gun. So a little unfortunate. Let's do more damage on that shot. Now, what else can we shoot at? Ooh, there's a Tiger 1. This is exactly the kind of tank this thing was built to destroy in reality. Let's see how he does against this Tiger 1. Side armour. Is that the ammo rack? I think it might be the ammo rack, you know. That's gotta make you feel good. One-shotting a Tiger. It's historically accurate. These guns, they could go through the frontal armour of a Tiger, which was the whole point. They actually classed them as an SPG, the SU-152 and the ISU-152. If you watch that little documentary, it's only 10 minutes long. I think it's part of a bigger show. But it was classified as a self-propelled gun, as it could angle its gun upwards and do trajectory shots on entrenched forces far away. So not so much a tank destroyer. Obviously we all know it as a tank destroyer in this game. Oh, don't we all just want shots like that to happen sometimes, when the biggest dangerous tank on the enemy team just comes rolling into view through trees, doesn't spot you, side on, you've got a massive gun that can wreck him in one shot. Oh, lucky boy. There's always a bit of luck on the great games where you get a really high damage and high kill score when the enemy team obliges you. Look at this. Side on to a Type 59. Oh, that gun. Having just done a last replay video of Crimson Typhoon in his Jagdpanzer E100 with his high alpha damage gun, I'm starting to crave a high damage, you know, alpha gun that's going to really smack down hurt. I don't suppose the KV-2 counts with its derp gun because it can control you a little bit, that gun. It's so inaccurate, the reload is so long, whereas these are tank destroyers. These are fairly accurate guns, particularly the Jagdpanzer's gun. Can we get an AMX? Yes we can. Let's just let it settle down. Boom. Poor old AMX. So, this is not a walkover. Scores are completely level at the moment. But you've got to argue that our team, the green team, is in a much stronger position. 3 tanks together. We've got this part of the map nailed down at the moment with the T-28 prototype. We'll use the trees as cover. He's far enough back to remain hidden. Can we hit the side of a 112? He is being given some really lovely clean shots at the moment. Hello 112. 686. T-28, 2 tap of 2 tier 8 tank destroyers. He was doomed from the start. So what are our options now? Scores are still level, 5 tanks each left on both sides. We've got our 2 heavy tanks over on the west side of the map. T-28 needs to move up as quickly as possible. T-49, he's in a good spot, so the thekevis is going to just move up through the swamp, right through the middle, there he is, and hopefully start to get some shots on targets which get lit by the T-49 or the M103 or the STI. Now this has got a very good ending, this game. You can get games which are just high damage or for whatever other reason, but this one has got the good ending. And it's not for tanking particularly, it's just for the thekevis doing something which you rarely see in World of Tanks: teamwork. And it's the kind of ultimate teamwork that you rarely ever see in World of Tanks. You'll see what I mean. So you put a speculative shot over into the trees there, assuming there might be maybe one of the TDs camping over there. We've got the Saint Emil in the ISU-152 camping the ridgeline. T-49 is doing a great job lighting them up. Can we hit any of them? This is derp gun right on the ISU-152. The Saint Emil gets taken out by the M103. Nice long range shot. Now would that ISU please just roll back? Please? Ah, very obliging of you, sir. Thank you. Probably unawares that thekevis was here. Thought he was safe to pull back. How wrong he was. So what have they got left? Now it's a bit more one-sided. We got 4 tanks, they got 2. There's the Jagdpanther. thekevis needs to type quicker. Type faster, right. Get on the Jagdpanther. Let's see if we can make this 4 against 1. Ooh, they've taken out one of ours. Rheinmetall, and we managed to drift a shot, looks like over the top of the Jagdpanther. T-49 moves into a good spot here. He's able to use this corner. Takes a hit from the Rheinmetall. That was a little unnecessary. He only really needs to spot him. He's got the thekevis as his big gun behind him. And here's a situation. We've got the Rheinmetall camping behind a rock. The T-49's got the derp gun fitted to it, so he could easily miss the Rheinmetall. It's not that large a target really. Jagdpanther's somewhere over there. So T-49's relatively safe in that spot. He's asking for help. The thekevis has got his back. He's not going anywhere. Plants a cracking shot into the side of the Rheinmetall. He uses a repair kit instantaneously. The T-49 does what a T-49 does and misses his derp shot. Nice tight reticule. Not going to miss this time, are we? Boom. 491. So now we're up to nearly 6,000 damage. T-49 is a whisker of health. If you see what the thekevis does here, it was a really good surprise ending. He's saying, wait for me. Here it comes. I can take the shot for you. He's going to sacrifice himself just so the T49 can get a clean, easy shot. Takes the shot. T49 takes his time. Doesn't want to miss this. And gives him the kill. What a team player the thekevis is. Absolutely fantastic result for the team. He got his top gun. I guess he figured he'd done enough damage in that game. Let the little guy there have a shot. So here we are on the thekevis's post-battle statistics, and that was good enough for his mastery badge. He also managed to pick up Demolition Expert and Fire for Effect, and Bruiser, High Caliber, and Top Gun. And as he says in his replay description, team is everything, and his sacrifice at the end of that match was just superb. What a great thing to see. You rarely see it on the random matches, so hopefully one day I can play with a guy, because I'd like to play with someone like that. Looking at his team scores, obviously he came top on XP and damage and kills. It's always nice to do the triptych at the very top of the screen. 1459 XP and nearly 6,000 damage, which when you sort it was nearly more than double the next player on the team. He was the right tank in the right place at the right time, and managed to make nearly all of his shots count. 13 shots fired, 10 hits, 9 penetrations. He did do a bit of spotting damage, and his armour didn't save him from any damage whatsoever. When he was shot, he got shot. I think the AMX put a few into him early on, and they all went straight through. Not a lot of armour on the front of the ISU-152, or the Zveroboy as they like to call it in Russia. Hope you enjoyed that replay. If you've got an interesting match, then please send it along to my channel. Look in the About tab and you'll see details on how to do that, and I can maybe put it up for people to see. So keep your heads down, drink plenty of water, and I'll play again soon. Take care. Bye bye.